It's not RC. Adventures in Radio Control.
Hey folks, time to get back to working on this Sig Ninja. Haven't really done anything since last time, so this is kind of like, yeah, I need to get that done because I want to get this thing in the air. I'm kind of excited. Anyway, I think what we're going to do today is get back to the wing, and I would really like to get some servos mounted in the wing here. Last time, if you recall, I had cut some holes in the wings, ready for the aileron servos. Got two of those, obviously, one for each aileron. What I want to do is I want to create a hatch to go on here, so aileron servo is going to go in here. Yeah, I want to actually attach the aileron servo to the hatch, so you can unscrew this thing and the whole thing comes out as one piece, and I don't know. There's a few different ways I can mount this in here, but I think I'm going to do a proper job. That's what we're going to do. So I want to create a hatch. So what I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to digitize the servo. So let's go do that. So welcome to my main computer. Yeah, it's a bit dark in here. I'm not sure how this footage is going to come out, but we shall see. Anyway, what do I mean by digitize the servo? Got my servo here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this in my flatbed scanner over here. And I'm also going to put the servo head on it. It's not the orientation we're actually going to use, but I want to see how long that is. So let's just stick that in there like that. There's the cover. Okay.
Okay, this is Photoshop, and I'm running my scanning software here, so I'm going to do a preview. Just take a second. It's previewing. Alright, there's our servo. So, just want to scan this at high res, well, 300 dpi. Just that area there, so let's do a scan. Okay, so there's our servo. Digitized, I guess. I don't like the way that's not straight, but whatever. Alright, let's just do a little tweaking here to make our image a little bit more workable. Get it nice and straight. Looks pretty good. And I'm just going to put some blue tint over it, just so I can work on top of it and not have it all contrasty. So here's our servo. Now the nice thing about this is this actually is to scale, because the nice thing about this flatbed scanner is I can actually take measurements off of this, and it's actually exactly the same size as the actual servo digitally, which is really nice. This is bothering me, this servo head is crooked. I could fix that real quick maybe. It's not really essential, but let's see. Yeah, I didn't put the screw in. I probably should put the screw in, shouldn't I? But anyway, all right. So there's our servo. Okay, let's fire up CorelDRAW, which is one of my favorite 2D CAD programs, and just because I stuck myself in the corner, just because I'm high. Anyway, let's get on with this. All right, I did a little bit of pre-work on this, so not totally starting from scratch here, but all right, this red box here is the hole in my wing, which I've already cut. The blue lines here represent the little channel I made for the servo wire that's going to go down, so pretend that's much longer off that direction. And this little circle here is actually the screw size I've selected to mount my hatch, so we're going to stick that probably in each corner. Anyway, we'll get to that in a second. What we need to do right now is import our template, our servo, which is there. And we'll place that. And there's our servo. All right, so we need to, obviously that's not the right orientation, so let's rotate that around. All right, so we got to stick that in this hole somewhere. All right, so I got to have the base touch in there, so looks good. And we just want to center the thing in the hole pretty much. Okay, looks pretty good. All right, so we need to cut a hole out for our servo control arm to stick through. So let's do that. It's a big guessing game of how long it should be. I don't know. It's going to be one of those that looks about right things, isn't it? I'm not going to make it crazy small. There's no real need to make it super tight, but that looks about right. Center that there. Yeah, that might work. And just because we can, let's round the corners of that. Might look a little nicer. Okay. That's kind of a thing. Okay, we need to figure out some way to mount this thing, obviously. So we're going to have some blocks to actually screw the servo into. So let's just sort of dump those in real quick. So we want a block here to mount the servo to. And we want another one. So this block here will actually be mounted to the actual cover. And then we'll screw the servo in here. And we want another one over here. Okay, then we also need to mount this to the actual wing. So we're going to need some blocks in the corners here to put our holes in. So let's see. Stick one in the corner here. Come out a little bit longer, maybe. I could just have one continuous strip across the back here. That'd be kind of strong. Something like that. I'm kind of thinking out loud here. Yeah, we do need to bear in mind I need to get the servo wire out of here, so I can't have a block in the way. That's going to be a bit of an issue. Let's see. Yeah. So if I put a screw here, it's really close to the edge though. It's a bit. I suppose that works. So that's still got enough room for the servo wire to zip in there. Feel a little bit more comfortable me not being quite so close to the edge though. Let's do the other ones first. So this could be like a bit wider perhaps. So put one there. Put the other hole here, maybe. Again, I'm kind of worried about where it's going with that servo wire, but the servo wire will be curved through here, so it should be okay. I put that on the wrong layer. Let's try that again. Put that one there. And we want the same thing at the other end. Okay. I had a feeling that was going on there. All right, so that's our servo tray. Let's turn off these other layers here. Okay, so that's kind of what we're going to laser cut. Plug our servo in there, so let's save that.
Okay, we're back upstairs in the with the other computer in my workshop, and we've called up our model here. So we're gonna select this whole thing. I'm sorry for the potato image. I don't have the screen capture software installed on this computer, but hope you can kind of see what's going on. So I'm then going to open up this file here, which is for a piece of 1/16 birch plywood that I have currently mounted in the. That's the wrong one. I have mounted in the laser cutter, so bear with me for a second here. Alright, so let's zoom in a bit here. So these are previous, I really hope you can see this, but these are previous pieces of stuff that I've cut on this piece of wood. So what I do is I keep the files every time I make a cut, so I know where the previous cuts were, so it's easier to position the new ones. So we're going to cut that one there, and we're also going to make a copy of this because we want two, because there's two parts to the wing. There's two aileron covers here going on. The thing is, this one wants to be mirrored, so where's my mirroring thing? Transforms. Okay. Alright, so we got two of these that are now mirroring each other. So this is what we're going to cut. So let's go into the settings. Print. It's just like printing on a regular laser cutter, except slightly different settings. Okay, I'm actually using the colors to determine the actual, control the laser, the strength and the speed and all that sort of stuff. So we've got birch plywood 1.6mm selected. We'll load that. Okay, and alright, so let's press print. So here we are on the laser cutter, and our job has appeared in the job listing thingy-majiggy. This is the cutter. It's an Epilog Laser Mini 24. Yeah, I use this for my work with iFly tailies. Absolutely brilliant, lovely bit of a kit. You can get reasonably priced ones of these, though. I don't have any experience with them, but what an awesome tool to own. Anyway, let's power this puppy up. Alright, first things first is I've got a compressor down here that does that moves some air around for me, so kind of blows on the laser where it's actually cutting it, so it keeps from flame. Like, you know, like you blow out a candle, it kind of does that all the time. That's what a hissing noise is. And also got to turn on the big giant extractor downstairs so we don't fill up the room with smoke, because we are burning things here. Alright, press the green button. Here we go. I could just watch this for hours. It's just fascinating, although I actually don't look at the laser directly anymore. It's kind of bright. Not good for your eyes. But it's really good for cutting out bits of wood. Look at that. Here we go. Off. Oh yeah. Turn that noisy beast off. Alright, let's see what we got here. Looks pretty good. Pop that right out of there. Nice birch plywood, perfect for this. It's looking rather good. Pop these little guys out of here. Okay. Alright, see what we got. Uh-oh. Ah, you complete butthead. Look what I've done there. Yeah, that's the wrong size. You know, you can do everything just perfectly, and some way I measured that wrong, didn't I? It's supposed to be around this way, but it doesn't help. What an idiot. Yeah, I had a feeling something was off, because this servo seemed really crowded when I was playing with it. Okay, back to the drawing boards on that one. I measured it wrong, didn't I? It's 48 millimeters wide, and I did 42 for some inexplicable reason. How the heck did I manage to get... Yeah. Alright. I'll be back in 5 minutes and fix that real quick. Well, that looks a bit better. That'll probably do the trick. Holding the plywood down with these rare earth magnets, because It's never flat, is plywood. I usually work with acrylic and other materials which stay nice and flat, but plywood is never quite flat, and it needs to be completely flat to be printed properly, or cut properly. Alright, let's see if this works any better. Pretty confident this is going to be good. Alright, yeah, that already looks better, doesn't it? Which one's which? I'm all confused now. That's this one. That's... Okay. Alright, first things first is, does it fit in the hole? That looks better. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that looks very pro, that does. Very good. So, I'm going to toss these out. They're no good. These ones will get better. Alright, so basically what I want to do is mount this on there. Alright, let's get to that then. That's next.